This is a situation where we actually should be really good. If the map is not in complete tatters, which unfortunately I think is what T1 is going to try and look for, still sticking around. They are gung-ho on making this happen, Atlas.
Yeah. Well, let's see whether they can make it work. Lehen sitting at full health right now. Carrier wanting to find that cocoon, gets it, but great buffer on the anchor. Kingen bounces back. Let's see what can happen here. They get on top of the Aurora and take her down. Carrier repelling just to get himself out of the way as we're looking for a bit of a hook. Jiwoo fighting against Doran here. And is still just taking a lot from the shock blasts that are raining through from Doran. Fisher comes down to help out, so Gideon will be able to secure this. And then should also be in position to head over towards these grubs.
The fact that they're able to get that dragon is nice. Does look like with the vision control, plus the fact that Nongshim need to respect that possibility of smashing Carrier sticking around. They will not be able to contest the grubs, besides just trading across the map.
I think it'll have to take some heroics from someone like Lehen's, perhaps, finding an engage that he's looking for. As Smash taking a bit of damage here as there's the flash forward. They get on top of Carrier. True shot barrage, they're trying to burst him, and they take him down! You could see that was orchestrated.
The cross-map trade doesn't seem great here. It's going to be, what, like a plate and grubs? Maybe 2 plates, but still, you're giving up dragon as well. I think T1 are going to be very happy with this.
Yep, getting the fancy shoes is definitely the main thing. As Kingen in a bit of trouble here. That flash cocoon was gorgeous, but the knockup is going to come through. Denies some Q damage as well. He comes down, but not going to be able to do too much more as, my gosh. Okay. Smash and Carrier now just get more free time with this turret. So the thing is, Nongshim are like narrowly escaping and doing cool mechanics to get away from things, but then they still lose all their stuff afterwards. So it doesn't matter that much. Still, Lehens and Jiwoo will be able to pick up this wave, and it looks like they have other things on their mind as Gideon could be in trouble, has to flash, but there's the flash knockup. Ace in the hole comes down as well as Gideon trying to taxi out via Faker. It's not going to do enough. Decent damage here from Fisher. Oh, Faker is going to be taken down. Nongshim trying to get a little bit back here as Ona goes in. We'll be able to get a nice little knockup onto Kingen, and in comes Doran. Nice shock blast will connect. Kingen's in trouble. Smash grabs it with the very end of the Peacemaker, and he's not making very much peace with that one this game. Lehen's moving on over as well, but he's lumbering in a little bit too slow to really get anything done.
Not a lot.
Yeah. If they were ahead, right, it's a beautiful seat composition.
And
but
it can come back.
Yeah. This is not going to help as Lehen's going to flash to try and get out of the way. Carrier comes down. There's a nice double knockup to come through here, and Fisher's AoE is sizable. There's the crushing more as well, and Fisher answers the attack on his support. Now Gideon looking for an opportunity. Ona goes in and just takes down Lehen's. The fear is a little late to save him, but they'll still be able to give another kill over to Kingen, which I think is a big deal if they want him to be a part of this game.
The map Faker even teleporting to just guarantee that this inner goes down.
Yep.
And that's going to, again, increase that gold lead and bring it back to like the 2K that it was at before.
Yeah, 2.5 now actually pushing that money a little bit further ahead. There is going to be a Rift Herald picked up here by Nongshim on the top side as Lehen's finds the wall. Fisher going to come down here as Jiwoo is fighting against Smash. I don't know about this one, Jiwoo. He just shoots and he kills. There it is. Oh, Jiwoo going to survive.
Him here.
Yeah.
If they're able to kind of keep the game in this place, if they get another dragon, which buys them a ton of time, that could potentially end up making the game a lot harder to play out for T1.
And the scaling on the side of Nongshim is nothing to scoff at.
It's good, but like, how do they actually play out the late game fights without someone to start them in a favorable position for them?
Yeah.
You really are going to need to once Fisher finishes that second item.
Well, Gravity Field coming down, just trying to turn Nongshim. That's going to work, but Dragon is going to be picked up. Nongshim with control of an area, also very scary. But then it's kind of a wait until 3 or 4, and then you're happy again. Ow.
It's also the ability to actually walk up and trade. It's just not being given, as that is going to be the mid lane turret actually falling first.
The siege power of Nongshim actually rearing its head as Doran are not equal and things like this, but it's kind of cool that we've got 2 legendaries for everyone.
Might be, it has to be.
Yeah, Faker throws this one down as King gonna have to flash. Does survive though, at least for now. My goodness.
Well,
that was a game of inches.
It was successful bait, as in that the bait got eaten. going to start at Otacon, and they're going to be able to get control of this Tri-Brush. Nongshim, maybe the bait was successful after all.
The problem
Atlas.
is T1 needs to kill Fisher, because if they're actually fighting Otacon, he's going to do so much damage to them. Doran on a flank angle, he's going to have to flash. He has to flash. As Doran is going to discover the rest of them. Fisher flashes into him. I don't know about that one, but they do manage to take down Doran, because there is that unending despair, or the spiraling despair, as it's said. It's not actually the item.
Does T1 want to pull the trigger? They can just call the teleport, but I think they're too late. That's soul point for Nongshim, Atlas.
Yeah, this dragon priority that Nongshim are putting on, I'm really impressed with. They just do it.
They're gonna give
speaking of just doing it, this Otacon is just gone, yeah. So I feel like there was a good thing about the dragon, and then they had an opportunity to not just give this up. But they're going to. And so Otacon is going to be picked up. They do not commit to trying to kill them after the Otacon goes down, which we've seen a few times. Kingen will be able to go into stealth, be all right for now. And now the Hui problem is coming in. Keria looking for the engage, but the arcane shift out from Jiwoo is going to help keep him safe. Lehens goes down first, though, and Nongshim, they have no right to be here. And they are able to get themselves out. Thankfully, Fisher has a lot of abilities. In fact, way too many to remember the names of. And that line of damage, not going to be something they want to walk through. Is now Kingen looking for Faker here, as he does a lot. But he may also just die as the ace. And the hole threats the needle! They do trade, never mind, they don't trade it, because Faker just goes back to the base for a little while. And so that will be the Baron over to T1. Excellent use of this Otacon.
Now they got Otacon, now they got Dragon.
That's why I was celebrating for Nongshim. I'm like, oh, this timing means that they don't give Otacon. Then they just give it anyway.
Yeah, and now I think a ton of vision available here.
Oh, look at this.
Gideon is going to get spotted.
Yeah, this flank ward by T1 is fantastic. They've got a teleport to come in, as Gideon does manage to get in there with the ulti. Flash out, though, avoids the anchor, and down goes the Vi. Fisher now finds the spiraling despair onto Keria, but he's not actually that sad. Jiwoo gets over the wall. Lehens going to be taken down as Kingen trying to do some damage here, but Ona gets on top of the Ezreal, who flashes away and gets struck by the lightning of this Xin Zhao. And T1, they may just end just here. It's only Kingen left alive, and there is so much damage.
It's not the T1 Baron, it's the T1 Otacon that does Nongshim in.
Yeah, one little kill for Kingen on the back end, but Nexus turrets are now falling. Smash, 100% win rate here in the LCK Cup after his third victory. Looking absolutely fantastic.
Because for sorbet, my favorite flavor is actually lemon.
Yeah, mine too. Like the classic.
You can't.
I mean,
can't beat it.
It's going back to the it's going back to the whole vanilla thing. One setting it. It's plans within plans, baits within baits, and now they are going to cascade on top of Nongshim. Oh, Lehens with some fancy footwork there, actually able to get out. Does have to expend a lot, and now Keria flashing over this wall preemptively to make sure that Fisher is going to die to Smash. Ladies and gentlemen, on... Okay, never mind. Maybe you won't. Jiwoo's going to turn up. And there's the flash forward from Smash. Gets the flash finally out of Fisher. Jiwoo might be the one that pays for his sins, or at least is going to have to go back home. So they survive, ladies and gentlemen. No first blood goes down. Yeah.
Did you really survive? Because I'm not feeling very alive here if you're Nongshim.
And Fisher also wasn't actually able to go back as well, as Lehens crashing down.
It's just a disaster.
Yeah, this was not the early game that you were hoping for, as Lehens is going to spot Owner out, and he's going to wonder when things are supposed to get good.
He's just passive stacked.
Yeah.
Fisher still doesn't get thrown back!
He's still going to die, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be Smash finally finishing it off. There's first blood. Shout out to Reckless there with the Fnatic.
He did it at the end of last game.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, you're like,
so I think there are different people. There are people that like
Gideon is getting cancelled on his steal the red buff. Smash is here.
Again, he didn't die.
Oh, Kingen doesn't even have TP. Lulu's gonna murder him.
Is he just gonna get like? Look at Pix, the Pix damage, even the Cull, the Meek. Keria is not meek. He's looking for it, finds the auto, and the flash was used as well. Find me some good noodle news, please, someone.
You know,
their Nexus is alive?
Yeah. Doran did have to walk back to lane because he didn't have TP because of the weird early situation. And Kingen was just farming away happily, so they do have a little bit of a gold lead there. And maybe this is T1 who now gets overconfident and over-invests.
Lures them into a false sense of security, Chronicle?
Yeah. That's...
No. Cut the video. We don't look at the bottom lane. There is Fisher making his way over there. No teleports for him. As Faker is just going to dive on top of Lehens, and Lehens going to have to crash
I
away
thought he was going to go for the ult. I thought he was going to get him. But he doesn't want to risk it. Does not want to get overconfident, which is understandable.
Oh dear. Fisher about to get the perfect execution by hitting another level.
So it is just 2 flavors of coffee.
Yeah, basically.
So couple it with like something else, like a yogurt,
raspberry.
Or something.
Have you done mango raspberry? Oh,
yeah, that's a classic combo. You know, you can go other tropical flavors. You cannot look at
crocodile
what's transpiring here. Oh,
doesn't get hit by the ball. Look at the adorable snowman, and he's fallen asleep. Hopefully he was asleep when he went down, as Carrier is able to tank up the turret. Another beautiful dive orchestrated here by T1.
Is level 3! He just doesn't get to play the game. He doesn't have flash, so it's not like he can... Even if he flashes, it doesn't matter, because Smash just waits out.
Oh,
there we go!
Carrier might die! What? No! No! That is illegal! Oh, thank God! Oh my goodness! And it's not that we wanted Carrier to die there in any way, but that would have been too much. Nongshim would not have been able to cope if that hadn't have been an actual pick.
All right, we get Carrier, right? Fisher, he's going to kill Smash. He gets the E. He's going to go in.
Okay.
He doesn't have
backflip. That was a bit weird, but that's okay.
Oh, no.
5-point strike.
Oh, Lulu's there. It's,
he gets him. He gets it.
That's two.
Yeah, Carrier's only level 5, so it doesn't have the wild growth. Couldn't actually keep him alive. Is now Kingen able to stun up Faker here. Fisher is very dead.
Just dodge. Dodge the ult. No. Oh. It's so playable, Atlas.
Oh, we are so bad.
It's so bad!
It's not, actually. Don't get us wrong. This is still doomed and a half.
We will have a possible fight here, and if Nongshim just slam another one of these, now there is ult for Carrier, and Smash has Glenn, so this might be a bit of a hard one.
Ooh, Nongshim at least going to go even on grubs. There we go. If they get all of these, then they're actually
that'd be big.
Capable of getting towards a feat of strength, perhaps. So Faker's moved up. Kingen's moved down, though.
Faker, I think, looking for the ult.
All right, that's going to be the secure by Gideon. So that is a feat of strength. Or at least almost a feat of strength. As Doran, perfect execution is named weirdly here.
There's an opportunity here.
And they don't have still a whole lot of peel, like we were talking about. Lehens takes a lot of his health in damage.
Okay, Gideon, this is your moment. They can let it go. And they would have to invest King and CP as well with Doran's roam over. Ooh. So I don't think that this was necessarily a bad call, as it is the Ocean Rift.
Maybe I'm in it with you. I'm in it with you. I'm in it with you.
We're locked in. We're doing it, Atlas.
It's a real video game.
Lehens is on a flank. They are unaware. We've got spotted here. Oh, God, not the same spot.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
It's a different board, but it's the same trauma.
I've seen this before. As Owner is going to slow him down, speed himself up.
They turn.
They're going to look for it, as now Owner is just going to kill Lehens. So Lehens is really dead, but is he actually going to be able to get out with his life? That's the question. No tag on a shuriken there, as Faker is on a ward. Fisher still wanting it, wanting to find an opportunity. Meanwhile, Doran is just filled up his rage bar, though, as we can see. They get vision on Carrier here, as now Lehens, he's driving. Let's see what can happen here as the Glacial Prison goes entirely wide. Owner is in trouble. Nice wild growth, but it's not going to be enough there as they manage to take down the turret, but not before Doran makes his way in. Faker's there as well. You got the all-out. Is the public execution going to be employed? The answer is yes, but it does not land. And Nongshim, it's a 1-for-1. They take a turret. You call it a trade-up, I guess.
You get the shutdown. That's worth. Unironically, that's not that bad a trade. The problem is that they're probably going to lose their own mid lane.
And they might lose Fisher as well, who's inside the Shroud, but that will wear off eventually. Doran's health bar isn't infinite, as Smash did not want to tank that turret shot as well. And they run out of minion wave. Nongshim able to breathe a sigh of relief. Because people probably wanted to hear more about Ice Cream, but now the game's got in the way. As Faker is also just going to dive on top of Jiu, who does have to use his Feather Storm. He dodges the damage of those feathers, and Faker's out of there. He's like a wraith. As now, Kingen looking for Smash, or is Smash looking for him? Super Mega Death Rocket connects onto Fisher. He doesn't get the Shuriken, and so Kingen will be going down. And Gideon now slowed down by this bowling ball that does way too much damage over time.
That's Otacon.
Great for a dragon.
Yeah, second Ocean Drake. There isn't really anything that can be done as Faker does take a little bit too much damage. It was him that set up the play though. Gets the ult onto Gio and then crucially also dodges the pullback of the feathers with the Investum ability. Using the passive very nicely. And
Faker actually having a really good Ambessa game.
I think the fights have been played well. I think in lane there were a couple of... Here, T1 have carte blanche to do whatever they want for the next minute and 50 seconds. And as we said, all that Nongshim got was just an Ocean Drake.
Yeah.
Nice.
Really
Can't
nice
believe no one is checking that brush. Are they going to go... Like, Gideon is still there as well. Are they going to go for the deep flame?
Oh, God.
Oh, they are!
Well, let's see what they can do here as Ju is at least able to avoid the public execution.
Oh.
And Nongshim, they decide better of it. And I do not blame them as Lahens. He could just be all out at here. It's a decent Magnus Storm to buy some time from Faker. Gideon, he books it and dives underneath as T1 are now trying to back themselves away. I think it might still be a rough time for Nongshim, but Gideon makes it out. And there's another ticket home here for Doran as well.
Oh, if Fisher had hit that E, maybe that would have been an opportunity.
Double teleports. Faker goes into the mid lane, and Doran is going to come back up once again. The Sleepies come down as Owner is likely to die. Never mind. Actually, the turret just goes down, and Owner is still alive. 30 seconds until this Otacon buff goes down again, as Fisher at least gets himself 100 gold. But they'll lose an inhibitor for it. That's 2, so maybe he's almost got a kill's worth of money here. But if he dies, then that's actually a huge deal. Not going to, but the inhib will still fall. And T1 retain that stranglehold on this game.
Die.
No, Smash can die now, because the buff just wore off.
Timed out!
Yep, Fisher is going to look for the angle here. Melee range with a manaless Jinx seems somewhat doable as he flashes in to execute Smash. Permafrost being used for what feels like the first time this game as well. Growth keeping Doran alive for way too long. And Owner, he has so much AoE damage, it is disgusting. And now Faker is corralling them. Lahens is at death's door as Ju is just trying his best to be alive in this situation. Another pack of feathers are just going to do nothing as it's a triple for Owner as he just tidies up Nongshim. Somehow it's Lahens that's the last man standing.
Matter. Is Doran, is he in trouble, or is it...
I don't know. Who's in trouble? I think Nongshim are in trouble, as now Fisher is looking for an angle. He's spotted on a ward. Magnus Storm's there, as Super Mega Death Rocket also helping out with the AoE. Owner turns up, though, and Fisher is out of there. Hasn't actually offered any damage to this fight, as now Kingen desperately trying to stay alive and keep Faker away, but Gideon's down, and Smash gets excited, understandably so. With a jungler looking as good as Owner is right now, it must be pretty nice being on T1. 8-1-0 on this Lilia. 3 items complete.
Showing his performance on what really is feeling like one of the stronger junglers at the moment, particularly with Fearless continuously. Oh!
He got an ice cream!
I love that!
Wait, is that a coffee ice cream?
I think it's
tiramisu ice cream?
Stracciatella, probably?
Oh, it looks pretty good. Can I have one? What? Oh, that is... You know what? I was tempted to storm off.
Set up from the Cassante, so Jinx doesn't really get threatened, and outside of an Akali flank, which I think Lulu answers pretty handily.
Oh,
why are you taunting Atlas?
Stop this! Stop putting him there!
That's so mean!
It looks delicious!
It is!
Oh, and I'm also trying to do keto at the moment. I can never eat that. I just can't eat that. I want the mini-map back! Give me the mini-map, thank you!
We don't need the mini-map, Atlas.
I need the mini-map! That's okay. First inhibitor, I think there was an inhibitor that went down. There was a beautiful Captain Jack there from Smash as he avoids the Glacial Prison. Some redemption to keep them all alive again, but it's Nongshim that need redemption in this game, and they are not going to get it. Fisher looking for a backline as Smash takes a bit of damage and then proceeds not to care at all about the situation. Wild Growth is going to be used, and he will actually be taken down. But we all know the real carry was in fact Owner. And Kingin now just using the fountain to keep his health bar a little bit higher, as they are losing health bars on T1's side. Maybe dealing with this Nexus turret could be a good idea, as the Flash Polymorph comes in to make sure that Jiwoo can't get any more work done, but he's still kind of doing it. And now we're not throwing these bowling balls around. Kingin keeping himself up here, as Doran will be able to take that one. And Carrier just wants to try and find the kill, but he doesn't get it in the end. And T1 will take down Nongshim.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.